they all have a whole bunch of real estate, mansions, and different things, and they have it all in these shells, even from each other. And they hide. They hide in like different countries and nations, like they do on Earth. They hide all around this huge planet of heaven, and they try to keep really, and well, some got nuked when Michael started the nuking, and then other angels got in and started doing nuking, and then Ted started nuking. Ted was so angry, he was ready to practically desolate all of heaven. He was definitely nuking too. Ted definitely started nuking. And so heaven's nuked up a bit. There's still at least 10%, or around approximately 10% that has not been nuked, and not too much fallout. And then we'll rebuild about 1,000 years. We'll start rebuilding, or earlier or later. And Ted wants to create many new things, including he wants to create people about this tall. He wants to change the scale. People were too large. He needs to scale down the size of humans and scale all things to smaller people, or size of people. All people need to be scaled down to maybe 3 inches or something smaller. Okay, so Ted has to scale down size of people. Therefore, he's going to try to look on the bright side of this. He has to decide what he's going to do with the original heaven. If he's going to get rid of all the male spiritual things, and male physical things, and male humans, and what get transferred out, he transfers out to different heavens he's creating, and he wants to create different things before, with original heaven, and things have to change. Therefore, don't be too upset. Look at how quickly Japan was rebuilt after getting nuked, and look how quickly different cities and countries and nations were rebuilt after World War II. And even with additionally advanced, some of this infrastructure was decaying. Some of this infrastructure needed to be nuked. And I just have to look on the bright side of it. Many people, and I was really upset to furious to live it, saying, these genetics, I cannot some of this recreate unless it takes enormous effort. I wanted to get how much I could in the Creator's database, and I don't want all these people nuked, and I don't want all these genetics that are irreplaceable. Some of these best of breeds of people, in heaven are best of breeds, and I don't have a copy of their genetics. I don't have the ability to resurrect them exactly how they were, okay? Unless I really try, and I still can't get exact. Therefore, I don't even have a copy of many people who were nuked, okay? And heaven are now called original heaven, and that's another thing I blame Michael for, or Michael gets blamed. Michael gets blamed for many things, okay? Michael gets blamed for how judgment was done, and different judgments, and during judgment, how judgment was done, and different determinations were done. Different angels what are doing determinations get blamed for how they did determinations, and how determinations were done, and what determinations were done, and what angels were actually nuked because they were told they had to move out to specific areas within Michael nuked, and to start with, and how judgment was done. And these determinations were lower courts than Ted's court, who is the supreme judge. Therefore, his court is really called the Supreme Court. United States of America, your court's not called the Supreme Court. The Supreme Being, the Supreme Judge, Ted, who is Ted and God, has the Supreme Court. And you're really not even called judges. You're at best human determination officials. Yeah, that's what our court officials. That's what Ted wants to currently call you. I don't even want to call you a judge because I am the judge. I am the Supreme Judge, and I don't even want to do this now. And nobody else is called a lord. You're not even called landlords. How can it be you could call yourselves even lords or even landlords? How is that possible? You can call yourself landlords. There's only the Lord. Ted is the Lord of all things. And you can't call yourself kings any further. I don't agree with it. Ted is the king. At maximum, you're princes. Even royal angels at maximum, they're a prince if they're a male angel. Therefore, there's no other kings. There's definitely no other gods. There's no possibility I would agree to other gods. I will never allow or agree to other gods. I will never do it. I don't think I will ever do it. We'll never say never. I'm just saying I don't think I'll ever do it. And I will not allow other creators. There's no other creators. People don't create. People creation. Things are not created by, and yet on Earth, even humans push they created something, or it was created by, or they do like creation. You don't do this. You design software, you design things, you do other things, you do architecture, you do other things. You don't create things. You're not creators. Things cannot be created by any else other than the creator. Anyhow, Michael gets blamed for many things. Don't be too pessimistic, humans of Earth. Ted will not survive this, because Ted is going to survive this. Somehow Ted's going to survive it. Even Gabriel has taken many oaths and made many promises and agreed no matter what, Ted is going to survive this. And Michael even recently told Ted, nobody else, I'll make sure you're resurrected. And then Michael's going to have to suffer consequences. Michael's angels are going to have to suffer consequences. Definitely Michael. And Michael's going to have to be punished, if nothing else. If Michael survives this, and Ted agrees Michael lives, Michael's definitely going to have to be punished. Definitely punished. For a long time. And locked down. And if Satan's demons are not dropped to kill, I'm probably going to put Michael on evil or duty, and gave one of their angels to tell him, you make sure Satan's demons are killed or dropped. And you win Extreme Universe War. And you're lower, and I put some other angels in command, and you're going to have to be punished, Michael. You're definitely going to be punished, and some of the other angels were in on it too much. You're going to have to be punished if you even survive this. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. And it turned into a fucking nightmare. And it's still a nightmare. And they cannot believe how much of a nightmare this coming has become and turned into. And then I have humans after Ted on Earth and spiritually possessed to control, or controlled to possess after Ted like a bunch of maniacs. And it is a nightmare to a worse fucking nightmare to a worse nightmare. And I do believe, and I'm sure I am a coming of God to Earth, and I do not believe Satan's demons would be doing this much to kill, to drop those. There's no possibility Ted believes it. Do you get it? You better get it. And I've sacrificed plenty. This red represents Ted's sacrifice, and his valor, and his courage, and honor, and his blood. Sacrificed plenty. Is it possible I'm the sacrificial lamb, and the lion, and the eagle, all of these representing these different animals, all during this coming, and this is the only coming of God to Earth, because I'm told after the millennium, I am not doing another coming. There is no coming to Earth after the millennium. There's no New Jerusalem that descends out of the sky. There's no descension. There is not an ascension, and there's no descension. You're never going to see this coming of angels with wings in the sky. They don't have wings. They can't fly through space and in the sky. Angels do not physically have wings. It's a metaphor for their spiritual ability, with no speed limits and no distance limits. Angels do not have wings. Clouds represented nuclear clouds. The clouds. He comes in clouds. The glory. The clouds of glory. What is represented to be lightning and thunder and earthquakes are nukes. Nuclear weapons. Atomic bombs, atomic weapons, nukes, nuclear weapons. These things. Plain and simple. Glory of God is about nukes. This is glory. Glory, glory, glory. Glory of God. It's about nukes. You get this correct, humans of Earth. It's so important you can't believe it. Humans of Earth, you've been so deceived you cannot believe it. And I have to kill, drop Satan. Satan's demons are spawns, or God is in possibly seriously deep trouble. And then you're in seriously deep trouble because I am the only thing that saves. I am the Savior. If I'm not alive up in heaven, I can't save. I won't save. There'll be no salvation. There'll be no saving. And it's really making angels grumpy, minimum, to upset, to angry, to furious, to livid, to enrage, because of even having Satan's demons alive, and those are spawned, and we're heading into extreme universe war, and or extreme universe conquerings and wars and different things, using spiritual weapons and spiritual technology, spiritual shields, spiritual scanners, spiritual weapons and technology on spaceships, nukes on spaceships, phasers, maximum strength lasers on spaceships. That's how the pillar of fire was done. It was an enormously strong laser from an orbiting spaceship to Earth. This is pillar of fire. This is how it was done then. Yet you don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe I had spaceships, and I have spaceships that can travel to Earth. It's something far beyond the speed of light or anything you understand.